75 years is something unheard of, and it's very rare in institutions, whether it is in industry or education. I just want you to recall 75 years before today. It was not just 75 years, gentlemen, ladies. We were for almost 500 years under the shackles of foreign rule. We had the Mughal invasions, then our country was ruled by the Dutch, the French, the Portuguese, the British. We were continuously under somebody or the other. Imagine at this time when most of our freedom was taken away, we could hardly operate the way we want. It's probably, most of you people can't even think that such situations would arise. At that juncture, there was this family, again I would like to add a little more of this family, surely, came up and said that this institution, 75 years ago, when today our country, with the able leadership of our Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, we are celebrating the Azadi Ke Amrit Mahotsav in 3-4 days. We are also celebrating the 75th year of this great institution. I would like to thank my Mr. Gopal Krishnan and the trustees for having given me this opportunity. I did not realize that I would be here today. I was just thinking how this 75th year of the independence we will start celebrating, because for me it means a lot. And when Mr. Gopal invited me, I had another event today saying Coimbatore next. I said I have to be here because this is where really my formative years started. I come from a sort of an elite school where even speaking Tamil was quite looked down upon, and from there I came into this place to start my higher education. And like Mr. Gopalakrishnan said, I come from a very free school. When I came here, I thought it was more restrictive than kindergarten. And I learned how to be disciplined from this school, from this university, this college. And that really helped my thought process. And I really thank this institution. I thank all the professors of that time for really exposing me what the real world was. Gentlemen, I think you would have heard of a word called CSR. If you haven't, it's called corporate social responsibility. This is something that is mandated by the government of India. That is, every industry should spend 2% of its profits, annual profits, towards social responsibility. This is a mandated thing. We can't escape from it. If we don't do it, we would be questioned, and if we don't give the money, end of the year, March 31st, we have to transfer this money to the government. This is something that has been done. Today I was looking, I think it is almost like 100,000 crores is what is being done on this scheme that's going on. Gentlemen, I have to tell you something. Our families moved out during the fall of the Vijayanagar kingdom. During the Mughal invasion, we literally have to leave our bags and baggages and move. From the Vijayanagar areas, we moved into a place called Gandikota in Andhra Pradesh. From there, when the fall of Gandikota happened, we moved into wherever we could move. We were all agrarian. Basically, we wanted to be agriculturists at that time because that's all we knew. We came here with this. Some of our families came here, settled in this and around this area where the soil was black soil and cultivated cotton. And mind you, this was all pre-independence. From there, one of the senior members of the PFG family, Sri Govind Swami Naidu, set up this. He is a first generation person, moved from agriculture to industry. Imagine, you come in from agriculture, you move into industry, and I think it was Rangavilas Mills, isn't it? That's the first one that they set up. He had 4 sons, daughters. Even at that first generation, this gentleman had the vision to say, enough, we have to give back to society. That is when he did. I think you would have heard it many times, but I think you want to hear it once more. 4 people, and the 5th, I think about 2 lakhs of rupees, I think that was then, when they set up a trust, and that trust grew, and brought up all these institutions where me and all of you are studying. Gentlemen, they could have easily put up another industry, created more wealth from themselves. So it is absolutely unnecessary for them to set up such institutions where we can go and get this knowledge. Yes, you might have heard of, in our culture we have two goddesses, I think we all know. One is goddess Lakshmi, who always sits on a lotus, on a lake, always shaky. And the other one is goddess Saraswati, a very sophisticated lady in white sari, sitting on a rock. All it shows you this wealth is not permanent. So if they had set up an industry with this new technology, maybe the industry would have not existed today. But Saraswati is something that is permanent. That is what they have given us. Nobody can take this knowledge from us that is being imparted in this institution. Money, yes, can come and go. But money, wealth, without knowledge is not going to last. But knowledge, money or no money, will last with you. That is what this family has done. They have given us this knowledge. With this knowledge, we can grow. With this knowledge, I want each one of you all to go back and do whatever that can be done. Like what our Prime Minister says, Atmanirbhar Bharat. We become an independent Bharat where we can do what we want. We don't depend upon anybody. Each one of you go back to the society. I'm not requesting you to give lakhs of rupees, but your knowledge, your energy, your thought will be enough to develop this nation. Once that is done, our nation, which is now a developing nation, probably in the next 20-25 years, in 2.5 decades, surely will become a fully developed nation. There is no doubt about it. Already our country is moving through a 3 trillion economy, and with this, I think there can't be a better time for all of you to be in institution. And I take the best. Please give back to society. Giving back to society is what has brought us all here. If this family had not given back to society, imagine where we would have been. We would have not been in PSG. God knows where we would have been. But it's amazing and what they have done. I have also heard about what they are doing for their 75th year of independence. Supporting traditional occupation. I never thought they would have thought of helping potters, and I'm so happy that all of you have come forward and doing this great job of doing 75,000 pots. Amazing, amazing, and amazing. I've never even thought, I think I have to tell everybody else how you have supported this tradition to keep it going. And this evening, I think after this event, I always thought when a student event, there will be sort of music and dance. But here you have puppet show, you're supporting culture. I think all this is something that is fantastic, and the more than everything else, I've been taken back by what they gave me. That green box that was given to me is Sanskrita. Books on Sanskrit for the economically poor students who study in my Veda Pathashala, who preserve this Vedic culture. I thank the management for giving us these books. I think they're going to give all my students a set of books in Sanskrit. I thank you very much, Managing Trustee and Shaman, for this wonderful thought. I didn't really expect this to happen. At this juncture, when the country was going through, imagine 75 years ago, when we were just trying to survive, there was this gentleman setting up an institution against all odds. And that institution has become what it is, PSG Arts, and today we are celebrating the 75th year, and I think it's a wonderful thing, and it's the largest arts college in the country. And I think it shows you how this management is, how these teachers are, how dedicated everybody is, and what a great group of students you are. Thank you very much.